Yeah, as we follow that breaking news, it's from Detroit's west side. That's where tensions have boiled over now after one man is shot by Detroit police officers who say he fired first.
Now, this happened in the area of West McNichols and San Juan, and that is just west of Livernois. Victor Williams joins us live this evening. And Victor, lots of chaos out there over the past hour or so, but things have calmed down.
Yeah, it has calmed down a little bit. People are marching. Right now we're on Livernois. Remember, this started at San Juan and McNichol. Take a look at all the people that are out here. Now, this crowd is growing, so we want to first off apologize for some of the profanity that you're hearing, but these are all the people who have been protesting. They feel like what has happened is not justified. So, of course, obviously, a lot of them very passionate, very angry, and this has turned into what we've seen before. You can hear the marching band in a sense playing. There's a saxophone player. You got the drum line out here, and you also have trumpet players. They're playing while these people are marching and protesting. So once again, this started earlier, and it didn't look like this peaceful. Earlier, it was something very different where people started to throw things at the police officers, and then after that happened, the police had to even retreat. This all after they tried to deploy tear gas, and these protesters decided to wave that tear gas right back at the officers, and now they are nowhere to be found. These people have been marching for a pretty good amount of time. And one thing that we always notice when we're out here marching are the police that are somewhat escorting the people, but that's not what we're seeing in this scenario right now. A lot of these people are on both sides of the street also. We have even a person on the left side of the street driving in the opposite side of traffic. I guess that shows you how things are shut down right now as these people are making their way through. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and toss it back to you.
All right, Vic.
Victor, all right, we appreciate it, and we should point out this has kind of ramped up once it was following that shooting. People in the neighborhood kind of gathering, expressing concern, yelling at police. There was some yelling back and forth, and then things started to grow, almost like they were joined with the people who normally protest on a daily basis in Detroit now for going on 40 days plus over police brutality, the death of George Floyd, a lot of different issues. And once that all came together, things clashed more with police, things got out of control, and it led to police actually making some arrests. Things were thrown at the police first. Grant Herms is on the scene as well, reported that coolers were thrown, bottles, batteries were thrown at police. Police tackled some people, made a few arrests. Kind of the lines were formed a little bit, and then police deployed tear gas, tried to move in again, but then protesters threw it back at them. Even a fan was brought in to blow the tear gas back down the street at officers, something we have not seen in all of these protests over the last few months. And once that happened, police kind of redeployed and moved into a different mode to try and rethink this thing. And now that's when protesters started to go on the march. And as we say, they're on Livernois now. We don't know where they're headed, but certainly this is likely headed for another clash with police tonight before it's all over. And it's something we will keep an eye on, whether it happens during this newscast or throughout the evening here on Local 4 and ClickOnDetroit.com.